Today we are setting up Vagrant on Arch. And thank you for asking, what is Vagrant? Well, it's kind of, I would say, almost crucial, necessary if you're studying for any type of certification. I'm currently studying for the Red Hat Certified Engineer. And I use Vagrant to spin up virtual machines, shut them down, destroy them, start fresh when I mess up, which happens. So if you're in DevOps, any kind of IT, I would say Vagrant is necessary. It's at least super helpful. So what are we going to do today? I just installed Omarchy, super fresh. I am currently SSH'd into this machine, so let's get cracking. But one thing I should add, if you're using Fedora, it's going to be probably easier, I would say. If you're using Debian, just check that out. But I kind of just want to get the good news out about Vagrant if you don't know about it, because it's so helpful as you study for your certification. If you're following along and you're using Arch, you're going to need an AUR helper. Oh, if you have not seen my last video about the AUR and the exploitation about orphan packages, check it out. It is explosive content. It is, yeah, it's mind-blowing. So Yay comes installed default on Omarchy, so you can use Peru, whatever floats your boat. But I use Yay on vanilla Arch. So before I install Vagrant, I think sudo pacman sy. I haven't even synchronized the database. Sudo pacman. I think I'm going to want at least this. Oh. Let's install it. Base-devel. Yes, we want that. Now let's run yay s vagrantio. Let's see what happens. Vagrant, yes. So why did I do base-devel? First, because I want to go. That's a dependency. So I just wanted to get it from the official repository. I did not want any AUR and shenanigans there. Yes. If you're going to say you did not check out the diffs, you did not check out the build, I know this package, I know the packager, not personally, but he is, this is good to go. This is super good to go, actually. Actually, coffee time. Now we have Vagrant lift off, and through the powers of editing, it's going to be ready. Now I'm just going to paste this line in. These are the packages that we're going to have to install, and these all come from the official Arch repositories, not the AUR, so we're good to go. Needed parameter is just so it doesn't download or reinstall anything that it already has. So just so you know, yes, we are going to install this. Nice. Now that we have Vagrant installed, we are going to have to install the Vagrant plugin. Install its vagrant-libvirt, like that. This can actually take a few minutes. So again, edit. So install the plugin. That is really good. Now let's do sudo systemctl enable now libvirtd systemctl just for the giggles. Status libvirtd. That is okay. That is good. Active and running. Now we have to do sudo usermod and append the group libvirt, because we want to be in that group, to our username. You can also do user if you're scripting this. ID. So currently you can see I'm not in that group. So it would happen if we would log out and log in again, but let's do some shenanigans. New group and libvirt. And now we should have that right away. So you don't have to log in and log out to continue. This is from my documentation, just pasting that. So this puts the default provider, libvirt, into your bashrc. If you're using a different terminal, just put it in the correct place. Next, we are going to want to source bashrc, and let's just grep I, and let's do vagrant just to verify that this is set correctly. Oh, I just had to cut right there because I sneezed. So it's time for a break from our sponsor. Feel free to sponsor. CD document. Megadir vagrant. I love saying Megadir, Megadir. Feel like I'm singing a Nickelback song. Megadir, do. So vagrant init, Ubuntu, can't remember, generic. You can trust the generic stuff. Ubuntu 2204. Now it generated a vagrant file. You can just cat to see what's in it. This is just super vanilla. So vagrant, let's just up. And what's going to happen now, it is going to use the default provider that we currently set, libvirt, and it's going to see that, it was not found. Now it adding the box, downloading it, and just going to let it roll. Okay, it successfully added the box, and now it's just waiting for domain to get an IP address. So it's waiting to get an IP address from a vagrant. That is not happening at the moment, so let's cancel this. It shouldn't take this long. Okay, let's do net virsh net list. Okay, I have to do sudo. There's nothing there. So let me see what's happening. All. Okay. I was like, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So you can see that the state is inactive. So it's not started, and auto start is set to no. We're going to have to fix that. Bad boy. Sudo net. Oh, virsh net auto start default. Mark this auto start. Let's list all just to, and it still stayed inactive, of course. So let's do sudo virsh net start default. I remembered. So that was not a complete failure on my end. Since it started, let's just do vagrant up again and see if we have any. This should be super faster, a lot quicker. Thank you. But it's still waiting for domain to get an IP address. I'm not going to bore you with just waiting here, and you need to listen to me ramble. So there has to be a problem. Has to be. One thing that we should do is ps-aux grep dnsmasq. Okay, that is running. So DHCP, this is, okay. One thing checked. I am guessing since dnsmasq is running that this is a firewall issue. Omarchy comes with UFW installed, sudo UFW status. Okay, here is what's happening. And so IPA vagrant creates a verb 0. So we are going to allow verb to do something. Now let's, I'm just going to open this again so I couldn't remember the name. So sudo ufw allow in on verbro. And we're going to allow out as well. Okay, now we have two sudo uf status. Two new allows. I was going to say rules. That's the word. Thank you. Here and here. So, what are we going to vagrant up? See if anything changes. Nothing changes. Okay, let's see what's happening. I'm gonna open. This is probably gonna cut off, change the feed somewhat. I have to SSH into the machine. No. I'm not gonna do it like this. See, let's just open up this thing right here to see what's actually happening. Jacob. Okay. Isn't this fun? So unplug this. I want to see IPA on the machine itself. VNet 2. Okay. So this is like so high scale production. So if you can see right here, the verb, I don't even know if you can see this, but just take my word for it. So on this machine right now is an Ethernet adapter, verbr1. So instead of 0. So vagrant on the machine, the virtual machine, creates another interface. Let's cancel this. Debugging live. Across the nations, live TV is risky. I should be paid extra. So let's clear that up. And instead of sudo uf allow in on verbr, what was it? verbr1 in out. Okay. Just to check. verbr1, good. Anywhere. Okay. Vagrant up. See, aren't you glad that we're doing this together? I think there's something else that we need to do as well. Maybe I should have reloaded. Somebody's screaming at me. Okay. Thank you for screaming at me. Let's just wait a bit. Coffee. Yes, please. I was just going to say it shouldn't take that long, but now we have an IP. People, yes. See, if you would have had that problem at home and I would have just given you the vagrant file, you would have been like, Linux Ninja, you suck. But what can we do now? Vagrant status. Now we can see the actual machine default. You can do vagrant SSH default. Now we're going to be SSH into the Ubuntu machine. See how quick that is. And if you vagrant status, just going to show you a couple of things. Vagrant halt, that shuts down the machine. And vagrant destroy destroys the machine. And those are probably the 2-3 things that you're going to have to do. Let's clear that. What you can also do is get the IP from the machine, vagrant SSH default. Definitely. Come on. Vagrant. Oh, I just shut down the machine. Didn't I? I did. Vagrant up. So I was just going to say, here's the IP. Okay. Vagrant. Why was I going to get the IP? Oh, yeah. SSH You can also use the vagrant user if you have the IP address. Yes. And the default password is vagrant. So now you know that. So you can do either the normal way or use the vagrant SSH directly into the machine. Sweet. Oh, yeah. One vagrant SSH default. One thing I was going to check, can this machine reach the internet? Oh, it can. Nice. So now what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get the RHCE repository cloned on this machine. Now let's git clone my RHCE repository. cd RHCE repository. Let's look at what we have right here. So vagrant IP, I'm going to explain that in a minute. But here's the vagrant file that I've been using for the RHCE. Let's go to documents. What are we going to do here? Let's do make grp vagrant rel 9. And let's copy documents RHCT or vagrant file. Copy it right here. So currently we have nothing right here except the vagrant file. Let's do vagrant up and see what happens. So let's look at the vagrant file in a minute. But as you can see right here, it's bringing up node 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a workstation. So that's going to be your control node where you execute all your Ansible playbooks from. Couldn't be found, of course, so it's just downloading it. Let's have a sip and then come back. And it's done. So let's do vagrant status again, see what's happening. We should have 6 machines. So 5 nodes and then a workstation machine. And remember I talked to you about the IP. What was it? Vagrant IP. Let's copy it over here. And so what it does is vagrant, let's just run that. It gets the IP address of all of the nodes that are currently running, because if you want to put it into your etc hosts, it's way better to have it there. And also, usually I found that via the DHCP, the machines are getting the same IP addresses again, but of course you might have to go into each node and set the IP address, like a fixed IP address. So what I would do is just sudo nvim. No, let's just use vim. I don't want to fire up nvim. It's going to take a minute to download a bunch of stuff. Let's just do it. Oh, it's not going to download anything. Sweet. So this is why I created that, because now you can just put that right in there and ping node 1. Is there anything else that you should know? That's yeah. So let's do cat vagrant file. And as you can see, it's just getting a generic rel 9 box and using libvirt. And so here you set the memory, CPUs, disk size, etc. And here it loops through node 1 through 5, and you can set the IP addresses. Here's the IP address set for the workstation. Yeah, so honestly, that's how the cookie crumbles. That's really all you need. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Like I said, it's going to be different if you're using vanilla Arch. You might have to install a few more packages, etc. But anyways, here you at least have the vagrant file and you can see how I set it up. So I really appreciate you all watching. Click like and subscribe. It really helps motivate me to keep going, and it helps the channel, of course. So until the next time, peace out.